Durand Cup, a tournament that has inspired generations, and every great chapter deserves a befitting stage. Calcutta has done exactly that year after year. Since the conduct of Durand Cup came under the aegis of Eastern Command of the Indian Army in 2019, Kolkata, our city, has had the proud privilege of serving as its principal host. Here, football is not merely a sport, it is a way of life. It is a passion which is passed down through the generations. With its unmatched football culture and enduring love for the beautiful game, there could not have been a better stage for India's oldest football tournament than in Calcutta.
We didn't want the football fever to end after FIFA World Cup. So it's a small endeavor on the side of Government of West Bengal and Indian Armed Forces that Durand Cup is there for the citizens of Kolkata. I also want to take this opportunity to tell the media that and the people of West Bengal and Northeast that as Chief of Staff had mentioned that this came to Eastern Command in 2019 and the initial thing was till 2027, but the Chief of Defence Staff and the three chiefs have agreed to extend this till 2032 and the decision will be taken thereafter. So there's something that all of us need to be proud of, that it has got the kind of support and the tournament has grown over the years that it continues in this part of our nation.
Firstly, it's a very august occasion today that we are witnessing. In fact, with the advent of this new government, the first civil and military administration coming together to organize what the people of West Bengal love most after Rasgulla, that's football. And with the FIFA World Cup fever yet to get away from us, I think it's the best time to start the Durand Cup, and we are very much thankful to the Indian Army, specifically the Eastern Command, for choosing Kolkata and for both the inauguration as well as the final of this prestigious 135th edition of the Durand Cup. Since 1888, the legacy of Durand Cup, the history of Durand Cup, and the glory of Durand Cup that has come back to the city of joy, the city of Kolkata, and with the double engine government, the double engine governance as well, we are going to witness the grandest ever Durand Cup in the history of this entire tournament. I am very much thankful to Lieutenant General Sri Gambhir Singh Ji, the Honorable Chief of Staff, Headquarters, Eastern Command, as well as the Chairman of the Durand Cup Organizing Committee. Very much thankful to Major General Dinesh Kumar Singh, the GOC, Bengal Sub-Area, and Vice Chairman of the Durand Cup Organizing Committee, and who has been consistently prodding us to get into the act as soon as we got into, as soon as on the very day, I think I took charge, the very next day, we had the first meeting of the Durand Cup, and from then on, the focus has been towards making Durand Cup 2026, the 135th edition, the grandest ever Durand Cup tournament in its history. I am very much thankful to my Department of Youth Services and Sports, with such a senior person like the Honorable Additional Chief Secretary, Sri Rajesh Pandey Ji, helming at the helm of affairs, and with our incoming Sri Avinandra Singh Ji, the Secretary, the incoming Secretary is going to take charge after this press meet only, and he is here today. And our entire department officials, along with the Government of West Bengal departments like PWD, Transport Department, School Education Department, Kolkata Police, Kolkata Corporation, Public Health Engineering Department, Information and Cultural Department, all coming together to make this Durand Cup the grandest ever. মানে আমি খুব ধন্যবাদ জানাই যে আমরা 16টা ম্যাচ পাচ্ছি এবারে ডুরান্ড কাপ কলকাতাতে। যুব ভারতী ক্রীড়াঙ্গন এবং কিশোর ভারতী ক্রীড়াঙ্গন মিলিয়ে 16টা ম্যাচ পাচ্ছি। আমরা বিশ্বকাপ দেখেছি, তো বিশ্বকাপে ফিফা ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপে আমরা যেটা দেখে যাচ্ছি যে আমরা সবাই গলা ফাটিয়েছি, কেউ স্পেনের জন্য, কেউ আর্জেন্টিনার জন্য, কেউ ব্রাজিলের জন্য, কেউ পর্তুগালের জন্য। কিন্তু এবার আমাদের সময় এসছে ইন্ডিয়ান ফুটবলের জন্য চিয়ার করার। লেটস চিয়ার ফর ইন্ডিয়ান ফুটবল, লেটস চিয়ার ফর আওয়ার ইন্ডিয়ান ফুটবলার্স। আমি আহ্বান করব আপনারা প্রত্যেকে স্টেডিয়ামে আসুন। 16টা ম্যাচ আমরা পাচ্ছি। ইনঅগারেশন সেরিমনি যেমন হচ্ছে, ডার্বি দিয়ে শুরু হচ্ছে, তেমনই আমাদের সেরকম একটা ফাইনাল আমরা দেখতে চলেছি। আমি বলবো যে প্রথম ম্যাচ থেকে শেষ ম্যাচ অবধি আমাদের যারা ফুটবলার্স আছে, লেটস এনকারেজ দেম অ্যান্ড গিফট, আমরা প্রত্যেকে মিলে let's gift our footballers a packed stadium in each and every match of this Durand Cup. This is my fervent plea to all the football lovers, the sport lovers of West Bengal. আর এবার আপনাদের সুবিধার্থে আমরা টিকিটিং নিয়ে এটা প্রত্যেকবার মানে মানুষের অনেকে আমাকে সাজেশন দিয়েছিলেন, অনেকে ফেসবুকের মধ্যে দিয়েছেন, কেউ টুইটারের মধ্যে দিয়েছিলেন, কেউ মেল করেছিলেন। আমি পুরো বিষয়টা নিয়ে আমাদের ডিপার্টমেন্টের সঙ্গে কথা বলেছিলাম এবং তারপর আমি ধন্যবাদ জানাই দ্য ইন্ডিয়ান আর্মি অ্যান্ড দ্য ডিপার্টমেন্ট অফ ইউথ সার্ভিসেস অ্যান্ড স্পোর্টস। আমরা সকলে মিলে একসাথে মিলে উই হ্যাভ স্টার্টেড উইথ দিস পেপারলেস টিকিটস ফর দ্য ফার্স্ট টাইম এভার। আর কখনোই স্ট্যাম্পিং নিয়ে ছোটাছুটি টিকিট যেটা আছে সেটা নিয়ে ডাইরেক্ট আপনি স্টেডিয়ামে যান, ছোটাছুটি করতে হবে না স্ট্যাম্পিংয়ের জন্য আর ডিপার্টমেন্টে। সো ইজ অফ গোয়িং টু দ্য স্টেডিয়াম হয়ে গেছে, তেমনই আমাদের প্রত্যেককে কাম টু দ্য স্টেডিয়াম অ্যান্ড এনজয় ফুটবল। And I am very much thankful and grateful to the Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Shubhendu Adhikari ji. On the very day I took charge, he told me, he encouraged me to ensure that this Durand Cup is going to be the grandest ever Durand Cup in its history. Since then, with the very dynamic army team and our departments all coming together, including the Kolkata Municipal Corporation, Kolkata Police, we are all coming together to gift the people of West Bengal the best possible experience in watching football, this time with the Durand Cup. সিজনের প্রথম ডার্বি হচ্ছে আগামী 25 তারিখ। তো প্রত্যেকেই আমরা অনেক হয়ে গেছে, ব্রাজিল আর্জেন্টিনা হয়ে গেছে, এবার ইস্ট বেঙ্গল, মোহনবাগান, আরও যে সকল ক্লাবরা আপনাদের খেলবে সেই সকল আপনাদের পিকচারও রিলিজ করা হচ্ছে। তো সকল ক্লাবগুলোর জন্য, সেখানকার আমাদের ইন্ডিয়ান প্লেয়ার্সদের জন্য, আমাদের ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গলের প্লেয়ার্সদের জন্য আমরা প্রত্যেকে ক্লিয়ার করবো। আর উই আর ভেরি মাচ থ্যাঙ্কফুল যে টু দ্য ইন্ডিয়ান আর্মি ফর গেটিং দ্য গভর্নমেন্ট অফ ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল অ্যাজ আ ফর কামিং টু ফর অ্যাপ্রোচিং আস, ফর অ্যালাউইং আস অ্যান্ড ফর গেটিং আস টুগেদার in hosting this 135th edition of the Durand Cup. We are very much grateful to you and the West Bengal government, the entire state, and we all pledge full cooperation to the army and military for this grandest tournament. Thank you and thank you very much. আমরা সবাই মিলে এবার ভারতের ফুটবলের জন্য একটু সকলে মিলে আমাদের দিক থেকে চেষ্টা করি, মাঠে যাই, ময়দানে যাই এবং আমাদের ছেলেমেয়েদের জন্য আগামী প্রজন্ম যাতে বিশ্বকাপে আমাদের বাঙালি, আমাদের ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল প্লেয়াররা তারা ইন্ডিয়ান জার্সি পরে ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপে খেলতে পারে, তার জন্য আমরা প্রত্যেকে মিলে সচেষ্ট হব। অ্যান্ড আই বিলিভ দিস Durand Cup is going to be that launch pad for the next generation of footballers of West Bengal and India to represent us at the global stage at the World Cup. Thank you. আগ্রহ প্রকাশ করেছে এবং আমাদের সব ঠিক থাকলে আগামী 25 তারিখ সম্মানীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্রী শ্রী শুভেন্দু অধিকারী মহাশয়ের উপস্থিতিতে আমাদের ডুরান্ড কাপের 135তম এডিশনের শুভ উদ্বোধন হতে চলেছে। গ্যালারিতে বসে আমাদের ফুটবলারদেরকে এনকারেজ করে সেই ম্যাচগুলোতে ফুটবল খেলা আমাদের যেমন ফুটবল মাঠে হয়, কিন্তু ফুটবলারদের সব থেকে বেশি অনুপ্রেরণা, ওনাদের সব থেকে বেশি এনকারেজমেন্ট হয় যখন আমরা গ্যালারিতে আমাদের স্টেডিয়ামে একদম প্যাকড স্টেডিয়াম আমরা উপহার দিতে পারি। সেটার জন্য আমরা সকলে সচেষ্ট, মাইসেলফ অ্যান্ড আমাদের কারোর জন্য কোনো ভিআইপি বা ভিভিআইপি বা কোনো এরকম ধরনের কিছু থাকবে না, সবাই সেম জলটা পান করবে। যেটা আমাদের গ্যালারিতে যারা আছেন তাদের সাথে আমরা সবাই মিলে একই জল পান করবো, সেটা নিশ্চিন্তে থাকুন। সেই জলটাও একদম সেই স্ট্যান্ডার্ড মেনটেন করে এবং ডাবল চেক করে সেই জলটা প্রোভাইড করা হবে।
Many champions, one legacy, but I am Zafar Ali Khan for Sana 24/7. I would add here that many referees and one legacy, and that legacy was Captain Harnam Singh, who officiated that match in which the first civilian team Mountain Sporting won the tournament. Captain Han. So, would you like to institute any referees award in the name of Captain Harnam Singh? Because most of the British officials, they refuse to play under as a linesman under Captain Harnam Singh. So it would be better if you institute a award in the name of Captain Harnam Singh.
Thank you. Yet another very good suggestion, and I'm sure we'll take your proposal ahead to the organizing committee, and I don't foresee, as of now, any problem in being able to do so. Thank you so much.
Choice of the club, whether they want to participate or not. A large number of invites are sent to the teams. Thereafter, some teams respond, some teams don't. This year we had initially clubs confirming and thereafter pulling out at the last moment. So that is the choice of the club. Secondly, if we only have ISL teams playing, then what is the difference between Durand Cup and ISL? As I said earlier, the aim is to nurture local talent. Local boys and girls hopefully in future editions will add. But if local clubs do not participate along with well-established club, how do the players of those clubs come out? So there has to be a good amount of mixture in the good ISL teams, I-League teams, local clubs, and that is what we have endeavored. Like in Imphal there are 3 local clubs, in Shillong there are 3 local clubs, in Assam there are 3 local clubs. And aim is also to have a countrywide participation. Like here in Calcutta, 1 club from Karnataka is coming, 1 from UP. So that is endeavor that it is pan-India and not the same old teams keep on participating. I think the aim is to increase the level of sports and give youngsters a good chance to hone their talent. I hope that answers. The club which will be playing in Calcutta is playing for the first time. The inspirational story, we have our cherry tree owner here who has been part of this growth of, he's a localite from Bengal, and from 2019 he has been part and parcel of growth of this tournament. If I start telling the stories now, he will have no stories to weave. So just wait, as the tournament progresses, you will find these stories turning out, because it will be taking away from the storytelling which Cherry Tree and Sony Liv has organized.
There's a lot of contribution in global sports, we know that, and Army has produced a lot of players in recent years. So I just want to know, what is Army's future plan to promote sports?
Pratyusha, it's been a legacy insofar as Army and Indian armies, or for that matter, for the defense forces connect with the domain of sports. It's been kind of as old, perhaps, if not a little less than what the Army has been ever since. We have produced sportsmen of international and national repute, many of them, including the latest we have in Subedar Major Neeraj Chopra, with the kind of exploits that he brought glory to the country in the Olympics, winning a medal. And the name and the list is endless, pointless for me to go over repeating those names. But in terms of what Army does and how Army contributes in the field of sports, is classically one of the examples is this Durand Cup. I mean, our contribution, if you look at that, there is no other parallel organization in the country, I mean, I'm saying government organization in the country, which is seen to be kind of invested so deeply in taking the sports ahead as the Indian Army is. And like I said earlier also, we have an advantage, and advantage is that our presence being pan-India right from the north till the south and east to the west. We are touching every segment of the society. And therefore, the services have taken on itself a conscious decision to ensure that we contribute in national integration and nation building, employing this medium of sports very, very effectively. So we pick up talent right from those hinterland areas where the facilities are not there, bring them into mainstream training. If there are people who are of that exceptional kind of variety, we put them into sports institutions. There are formations who have taken upon themselves the funding and the sponsoring of such candidates from various aspects, right from their schooling to education to dress, boarding, and their lodging in various sports academies. And not only this, we also undertake the sponsorships of the Paralympics in a very, very big manner. So by virtue of the kind of job content that we have in the army, we also have the share of some sports persons who take to sports later after having kind of been on the little disadvantaged side of an engagement by suffering some injuries. So they take on to sports, and we have huge success that we have brought in terms of India's participation in the Paralympics is also concerned. So if you want me to name a couple of facilities, Pune is one facility, Patiala is another facility, Bangalore is another facility, and Delhi, and for that matter, even Eastern Command and the formations up ahead. We have been deeply invested in the aspect of promotion of sports because we believe that through the medium of sports, the communities come together, the national integration gets triggered, and we rub shoulders, we recognize each other better. Sports takes you beyond the boundaries of language, color, creed, culture. Because universal language, if there is anything which has, it is just the medium of sports made you see. So, sports is extremely important to the way that Army looks at this particular. We want to explore new places each edition, and that is our way of looking at things when we are aiming to proliferate this sport in all the areas. Kokrajhar has been the host twice over in the previous editions. I have had the good fortune of being associated with Kokrajhar and the conduct over there in my last assignment, both of them. And Kokrajhar had a great spirit around this conduct, and all the teams that participated in Kokrajhar had a very, very good response reception and a kind of a sentiment supporting the coalition. That said, there is also a need for the ecosystem to support the kind of effort that we want to bring into that particular city or venue, because we need certain amount of hand-holding in terms of the kind of support that the GOC Bengal Siberia just brought about, thanking the government of West Bengal for the enormous amount of coordination and the support that they provide. So this is something sans which we cannot actually move ahead to the levels that we want to in conduct of tournaments. So that besides, this time the government of Assam by itself proposed that while you have had this tournament going in Kokrajhar twice consecutive years, this time it would be nice if we could get it over to Guwahati, and that is how the place of the venue shifted to Guwahati. And it is not only these two cities that we're talking about. Any other city which holds a promise and gives us some kind of a degree of assurance that they'll be able to support our endeavor by bringing up the stadium and the pitch and the connectivity and the hospitality and the hand-holding to an appreciable level of satisfaction, I'm sure we will be, and the committee will be too happy to organize a tournament in that particular area. We have similar states in the waiting, like the additional chief secretary mentioned Darjeeling is one of the possible destinations of future. We also have Gangtok, We also have tremendous amount of support and call in Tawan. I was there. Now, all these places have certain amount of challenges where we cannot go in there immediately as of planning this tournament. It will take a little while for them to create infra, and once the infra is done and the support is assured, I am sure we'll have venues spread out to the entire eastern part of the region. Your question about Imphal, I'm extremely happy to say that the kind of response that this tournament got in Imphal last year, and the assurance and the support of the general public over there besides the government, the coordination that was possible on ground between the security forces, and most importantly the enthusiasm in the youth to participate in this particular tournament was so heartening that we were left with no choice but to repeat the venue in Imphal. And while Imphal is an excellent and as football loving community as perhaps Calcutta is, the aspect of coordination with respect to absolute flawless conduct of the tournament has been carried out, and all the agencies that partake in the conduct of this particular tournament in Imphal have kind of rehearsed their drills and processes and procedures. Having seen myself the preparations that have been put in place, I went there on the 15th of this month for the press brief, and having seen the kind of coordination that has taken place between the civil and the security forces and the sporting and the community, the ministry and the youth over there, I have no doubt that this year will even be a greater success, and what we come out of from Imphal, the kind of support that we get over there, perhaps will call for yet another repeat in Imphal. That is my this thing. It is an extremely good and a positive story that comes out of Imphal when we carry out such kind of venues. Thank you.